Hey everyone, it's Hannah, and today my boyfriend and I are going to be showing you how to make these delicious nectarine tartlets. It's nectarine season, so make the most of the cheap nectarines. You're going to need a couple of nectarines, caster sugar, plain flour, ready-made puff pastry and some jam. So sprinkle some flour on your work surface so your pastry doesn't stick. We're using about half a packet of pastry. We're flouring the top as well so our rolling pin doesn't stick to it. And you're going to want to roll it out a bit. You also need to ensure that your oven is preheated to 220 degrees Celsius and that you have a baking sheet ready and lined with baking paper because you are going to need it in the next step. It's always useful to get all these things done first so you don't have to worry about it when you're actually putting things in the oven and your oven's not hot enough. So now we've rolled out our pastry a bit, we are going to cut it into quarters. We are then going to place these quarters onto our pre-prepared baking sheet. Pre-prepared, that's a difficult word to say. Then using a sharp knife, we are scoring the area where the nectarine is going to be. We are not cutting all the way through. We're leaving a border of about 1 centimetre from the edge. And we'll show you why in a bit. You are then going to want to prick that centre section with a fork. Grab your caster sugar, and we found it easier to apply it by hand instead of using a spoon. You're just going to sprinkle the caster sugar around that border that you left, the bit that hasn't been forked. Find the expression. We are then going to pop them into the oven for around 10 minutes. Meanwhile, prepare your nectarines. We are going to cut them in half, and then we're going to slice these halves into, well, slices, and they're about 5 millimeters thick, and we're just placing them in a bowl. To this bowl you are going to add a tablespoon of the caster sugar and a teaspoon of the plain flour. The reason you're adding the plain flour is so the nectarine juices thicken up a bit and makes it less liquid, and so your pastry don't go soggy, because no one wants that. Nobody wants that. If you watch British Bake Off, you know they're all about the soggy bottoms. We did not want to be victim to it. But you just toss it all together and make sure each slice is covered in the flour and sugar. And then place it to the side till your pastries are done. Once they are done, grab a spoon, and then you're gently going to push in the middle section of your pastries. I say gently because an awful lot of steam comes out of them and I don't want you to burn yourself. While these are in the oven, keep an eye on them because we only left ours in for about 8 minutes and they were this colour. So then neatly line your nectarine up so it's all stacked nicely. We then covered them with foil because we didn't want the pastry to colour anymore, and we popped them back into the oven for about 15 minutes it ended up being, but once again check it regularly. Meanwhile, grab about a tablespoon of jam and heat it we would recommend heating it in a microwave, once again keeping an eye on it, but we unfortunately don't have a microwave, so we had to heat it in a saucepan. Once your pastries are ready, you can use a pastry brush to brush on the jam. Once you have done this, you can transfer them to a cooling rack. You can either eat these warm with some cream and ice cream, or wait till they go cold and eat them cold. They are also delicious chilly. We waited till ours cooled down. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your support means an awful lot to me. I post a video twice a week. One of them's on a Thursday or one of them's on a Sunday. So don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the fun that we have over here. If you yourself decide to make some delicious nectarine tartlets, feel free to post a picture of them on Instagram with the hashtag #TheCornerOfCraft so I can actually see them. I'll pop all relevant information in the description box below, along with any measurements and such, which will be on my blog. Thanks, bye!